Hey, Mr. Harmless here, and I'm one of the deans at Danville High School, and I'd like to show you what a typical day of remote learning looks like for our students. That's you, I'm thinking. If you're one of our students, or a parent of a student, friend of a student, family member of a student, and you're wanting to know what is a student going to do on a daily basis, I hope this video gives you a basic idea of what that is going to look like. Here you can see a copy of our high school schedule, our remote learning schedule. This is a weekly schedule. Notice that, for example, on Monday, we have some different times listed out here. We have teacher office hours on Google Meets. You can go to any one of your teacher's Google Meet link and join their office hours, especially if you have questions. But at 9:45 on Monday, you're going to have to join your second hour class. Okay, that's how this is going to work. From 9:45 to 10:30, you'll be in a Google Meet with your second hour teacher. 10:45 to 11:30, your fourth period teacher. From 11:30 to 12, you'll just be taking your lunch, and so on through the week. Notice these days are for focused support. So if you have specific questions from these particular teachers, these are the days and the times that you'll do this. And then Friday is an alternating schedule. So make sure you look at these directions carefully for this schedule. If you don't have a copy of this, please call the school office and we can get you a copy. In the meantime, let's talk about what it's going to look like when you go to your Google Classroom. To get to Google Classroom, you're going to go to classroom.google.com. You can also just Google Google Classroom, and it will take you there. Once you go in, you're going to sign in with your school account, and it will bring you to a page that looks like this. If you're having trouble getting signed in, please don't delay contacting the school for help. We want to help you be able to get into your Google Classroom as quickly as possible near the beginning of the school year. Please don't wait till halfway through the year to say, oh, I don't know how to get into my Google Classroom. Let's deal with those things right off the bat because there's going to be work coming right away. But this is your Google Classroom. This is all of your classes. Notice that we have 3 different classes here, and one of those classes is the one I'm going to use as an example, and that is the class that is called e-learning. So this is the class that I'm going to go into. Let's say this is my second period class, just for example's sake. If I click on the title of that class, it takes me into that class. If I ever want to go back, you can always click this little pancake stack right here, and this can take you back to all of your classes. This main page, though, for this particular class, this part here is called the stream. This is the stream, so this is where you're going to have announcements and things like that. Assignments can also show up in here. If you do have something that has actually been assigned, it will be right here, upcoming assignments. Notice I have one in here that is due Friday. It's just a basic question. Are you ready to begin? And I think it says your school year. So here's this question right here, down on the bottom. But if you have anything that's due, it will also show up here. The other things that you can click on that are important would specifically be this link right here, classwork. Let's click on that. On the classwork tab, you will have all of the topics that your teacher has created. You will also be able to find in here links to any old assignments and any new assignments or any materials that your teacher has decided to share. In this particular class, there are only 3 topics currently: general information, which is where this one question is at, chapter 1, and chapter 2. Like most teachers, all I have is just a few classes set up right now with just a few things, but as the year progresses, this page will fill up. Let's say that it's 9:45 on Monday and it's time for my second period class. And let's say my second period class is e-learning. I know it says first, ignore that. Let's say this is my second period class. For my second period class, since it's time for class to start at 9:45, I want to click on this link right here for Google Meet. This is where I will get to actually spend time with my teacher and with the other students that are in this class. I'm going to click on this and show you what happens once you click on this as it opens up Google Meet. Once I click on that Google Meet link, it will bring me to this tab. Since I'm the first one here, it will give me the option to join now. It should also give you the option anytime that the class has already started to join that class. You don't want to click present because you don't want to present your screen at this time. You can turn off your microphone right here and your camera right here. So if you want to start off with both of these off, that's fine. But you can click these off and click join now to get going. Let's click join now and see what this looks like in the next screen. Since I am the only one in this Google Class Meet, I'm the only one that it's going to show. This is what you would see when you first get logged in. Once you log in, you'll start the class. Usually the teacher will be the one that is talking at the beginning. There will be options for you to communicate with other students as time progresses. If you click the three dots in the bottom right-hand corner, it will give you a few options and this menu will pop up. You can change the layout if there are multiple students and your teacher that are on, if you want to see multiple students and that teacher at the same time. You can go full screen, and there are a few other options down here that you can use. If you're having trouble with audio, this is a great option right here. Use a phone for audio. You can then call in and be able to listen on your phone to the sound of the meeting, but still watch it on your computer. This button right here is going to be the button that you're going to click if you need to chat, and if your teacher says, hey, I'd like you to chat in this meeting. These buttons as well, here and here, are for the microphone and for the camera if you need to turn them on or off. A lot of times it's good to be muted during the actual class time until the teacher says, okay, let's unmute. This is a good habit to get into right at the beginning. Let's click the chat button so I can show you what the chat feature looks like. Right here we have previous chats that will show up once you click the chat feature. All the chats will show up in this box. You will type down here. So somebody has said, how is it going? I'm typing in not bad. And that's what I'm going to type in right down here, and then I click this or hit enter and it will put that comment into the comment stream. Once the class time is over and you hang up or exit that tab, you can go back to your Google Classroom at any time. You'll especially need to make sure that you're paying attention to the schedule so that you know when your next class begins. Make sure that you're ready and you're going to your class when that time comes. If you have any questions, please call the school or you can even contact any of your teachers at the school, and they can hook you up with somebody that can help you out. Please, once again, don't delay getting that extra help that you need in order to be successful with your Google Classroom and your Google Meets and all of this remote learning that we're going to be tackling. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I can't wait to see all of you again.